Valak. So we're starting the look with some Prit School Glue, and this time I'm going to apply it with my nail. So I'm digging the product out with my nail and firmly applying it on my eyebrows and setting the glue in place with some powder. I'm applying it with the sponge because I really want to make sure that my brows disappear. If you do this with a brush, you may not get the best result. So I'm doing this in stages, the glue and then the powder, glue and powder. You can also use a hair dryer to speed up the process. But yeah, just keep doing that until you're comfortable with the outcome. Valak does have a very long pointy nose, so to replicate that I wanted to get a prosthetic, and this is the closest thing I could find. This is actually a witch nose, but that's okay, we're working with what we got. And I'm framing it on my face before gluing it on. I'm obviously not a professional, so please don't cringe if I'm doing something wrong, because I probably am. But the way that I did it was that I took this spirit gum, and this is going to help the prosthetic adhere to my skin. So I applied it along the inner edges of the prosthetic, and then I also applied it on my actual skin. And then I let it dry for roughly 30 seconds, just so it's tacky enough for it to stick on properly. To blend in the prosthetic with my skin, I'm using some latex. I didn't realize this one was actually supposed to be a skin colored one. I would have much rather preferred a white one and then just color match it. And in between each layer, I'm using my blow dry just to speed up the process. So I did use around 5 layers of this latex just to make sure that everything was as seamless looking as possible. And then I went back in again with the spirit gum and just applied it around the edges. Valak is wetter than Casper the Ghost, so for that I'm just using some regular white cream face paint and then setting it with some loose powder. I left a good amount of space around my eyes because I do want to paint them black. Valak has basically raccoon eyes, so I grabbed some gel liner to fill in the empty space, and then with some black eyeshadow, I applied it all around the edges of the black liner, making sure that it blends nicely with the white cream face paint. And now time for some demon contour. I'm grabbing some black eyeshadow and I'm dragging it from my ear all the way to my mouth because that way it makes the face look sunken in, which is super unflattering and probably the kind of look that Valak is going for. So yeah, so I have a reference photo in front of me and I can see that she has a few cracks on her face, so that's what I'm replicating right here. And with some black eyeshadow, I'm just shading the lines a little bit just to add a little bit more depth to the look. Valak seems to have a disease around her mouth, so just like my eyes, I'm placing some black eyeliner all over my mouth, including my lips, and setting that everything in place with some black eyeshadow and smudging it around the edges to make sure it's blending in with the cream face paint. To add the appearance of more texture on my skin, I'm grabbing this really old and disgusting beauty blender. By the way, that tear happened on its own. That's how old it is. And I'm dipping it in some black eyeshadow and just stippling it all over my skin just to make myself look very diseased and disgusting. And then here I'm just going over the lines with some black eyeshadow just to darken up the look a little bit and placing it around my nose, a little bit more around my mouth, and just perfecting it. Perfecting the spook. And lastly, to complete the look, I put on my nun costume and some freaky yellow contacts. And this completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun filming and editing this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already because it would make me so happy. And until next time, bye Muffins!
Creepy shot.
You do this, look. Is this a zoom out? I'm sweating.
Do you want to record now?
No. No, I'm being scared. Ow. Oh, jeez. Probably like you over there? No, like behind the bed. Nana.
Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.